Hello goaltending students, my name is Guillaume Duclair. Welcome to Goalie Smarts. This backdrop might look familiar to some of you. 3 years ago, I made a video of my friends skating on this pond. I was a senior in high school, and today, Wednesday, January 10th, that video has hit 1 million views. So in order to celebrate, I have returned to the spot that made me marginally famous for 1 month to give my goaltending students some great advice. Pond hockey is the great pastime of the North Country. Playing on a frozen pond is how hockey was invented back in the 1800s. We all know the story. Gary Bettman's great-great-grandfather, Larry Bettman, walked up to a group of farmers with a rifle, forced them onto a frozen lake, and said, "Dance for me, peasants." We continue that tradition on to this very day. We all play hockey on a frozen surface, and Gary Bettman executes one peasant before the start of the NHL season. Pond hockey is casual. You don't have to be a superstar. You don't have to try out. You don't even have to pass a background check. You just show up with skates, a stick, and boom, you're qualified. This means that this is a great opportunity to learn what hockey is like from the other side of things. It's also a great opportunity to see what life would be like if you could pass a background check. That being said, being a goalie in a game of pond hockey is not that simple. So in Goalie Smarts episode 31, I'm going to teach you the ways of the pond and how goalies fit in. This is Goalie Smarts episode 31, Pond Hockey Survival Guide. Step 1, don't skate on sketchy ice. You guys should already know this step. I know that goalie equipment has come a long way technologically in the past few decades, but I wouldn't push it. I don't know what it's like to swim in freezing water with Reebok P4s, but I certainly don't want to find out. If you are with a group of friends that also grew up in the North, they should be on your side. You may have a few friends that grew up below a certain longitude, don't understand the safety precautions, and are gonna call you a pussy. That's fine. Give them your hand warmers and let them go out and play. Make sure that you let them go out by themselves, and make sure you leave so no one is around to observe them. Step 2, never, ever, ever agree to playing goalie. So you watch Goalie Smarts, you play net. The problem here is most of your friends assume that you want to play net all the time in every single game. Fuck that. Don't let them talk you into that shit. The first reason you never want to play net in a game of pond hockey is because the ice is very uneven, mangled, and just about impossible to slide on. Out here, nature makes the ice. Nature is not trying to appeal to customers trying to rent ice slots. Nature is not getting paid $11 an hour to Zamboni the ice and take bong hits in between games. Try explaining that to your stupid southern friend who is now at the bottom of the lake. Second reason, most rinks are small, shoveled out spaces. There's no positioning there. There's no crease, there are no hash marks, just a bunch of jackasses trying their hardest to get the puck behind you and celebrate in your face. Yeah, sign me up. Step 3, wear your fucking goalie skates. I have owned one pair of player skates in 5th grade, and I've never done it again. I felt dirty, like I needed a hot shower or something. I'm a goalie. I'm not a forward. I'm not a defenseman. I'm not a referee. Why would I buy a second pair of skates just to impress a group of jackasses on a frozen pond? Sure, they kind of look like clown shoes with blades on them, but who gives a fuck? You may remember 3 years ago where I was seen on this surface proudly wearing my goalie skates. Ever since, I've gotten hundreds of mean comments from all different kinds of white kids, furious and confused as to why I was wearing goalie skates while skating out. They would call me all sorts of mean names, and I promise you, I didn't lose a minute of sleep over it. These are the same kids that think that blonde girl from episode 9 is my sister, which is entirely not true. I hired her from Craigslist. These kids can't handle the truth, and if you're a true fan of Goalie Smarts, you should wear your goalie skates on the pond proudly this year. I've spent my whole career on goalie skates, and I'm not changing who I am just to impress some sexually frustrated kids on the internet. For 3 years, I have taken scathing criticism from hundreds of influential YouTube figures, such as Calgary Fan 222, XXX, Sidney Crosby Eats Man Ass, XXX, some guy pretending to be Donald Trump, and of course, who could forget Angry White Kid 13. If I can do that, you can wear your goalie skates. Hashtag free the tendies. Step 4, do your best. Pond hockey is a lot like beer league. Anything goes. Some people will be nasty, some people will be annoying, and some people won't know how to stop. There's a reason why we didn't choose to be forwards or defensemen, and that reason is because being a goalie is better. You're gonna be worse than the kids who play out full time, and you're gonna be better than the kids who haven't grown up in the sport. It's just the way it is. My only advice here is to play your hardest, and if you do outsmart a forward, rub it in their face aggressively. This isn't even my job, bitch. Thank you for watching the 31st episode of Goalie Smarts with Guillaume Duclair. This episode was suggested by Arbiter Sucks. If you think you're better than me at thinking about shit, think some shit down below in the dreaded comment section of a Goalie Smarts video. Let me know if you make it. I'm Guillaume Duclair, and I'm out. Bitches.